Bullies hosed down the new girl in the schoolyard. What she did next made them run. The camera fades in. On a rainy afternoon, a drenched school uniform clings to a trembling girl standing in the middle of the yard. Her hair drips, and her books are scattered in the mud. Around her, a few students laugh cruelly, holding a garden hose, spraying her as if she were entertainment, not a person. But she doesn't scream. She doesn't cry. She just stands there, calm, quiet, and strangely unshaken. One of the bullies laughs louder, shouting, "You're not even going to fight back?" She simply bends down, picks up her soaked backpack, and whispers something only she can hear. "You'll remember my name." What happens next will change not only her life but the entire school. Maya Patel had transferred to Ridgewood High halfway through the year, quiet, polite, always alone. She had just moved with her mother after her father's tragic accident. Her mother, a nurse, worked long hours, leaving Maya to adjust to a new city filled with unfamiliar faces, none of which understood her pain. From the first day, she stood out. She wore thrifted clothes, carried a patched-up old backpack, and spoke only when spoken to. To most students, she was invisible, until one day someone decided she shouldn't be, that someone was Chloe, the self-proclaimed queen of the school. Blonde hair, perfect nails, and a smile sharp enough to cut. She was popular, beautiful, and merciless. Her friends followed her lead in everything, including cruelty. The first encounter was small, a shove in the hallway, an accidental juice spill on Maya's books. Maya said nothing. She quietly cleaned the mess and walked away. But silence in a cruel world often invites more cruelty. By the second week, whispers had started. "Did you see her shoes? She probably can't afford lunch. Maybe she's homeless." Maya heard it all, every word, but stayed silent. Every night, she'd go home, look at her father's photo, and whisper, "I'll make you proud, Dad. I won't break." Her evenings were spent studying, helping her mom, and working on her secret passion, robotics. Back at her old school, she had been a science fair champion, dreaming of creating machines to help hospitals like the one her mother worked in. But here, no one knew that side of her. No one cared, until the day everything changed. It was the school's annual fair week. Students were setting up booths across the yard. Maya quietly signed up to present her robotics project, a self-powered drone designed to deliver medical kits. She stayed late after class, working under the sun with wires and tools spread around her. That's when Chloe and her friends appeared. "What's this? A science project or a junkyard display?" One of them laughed. Maya ignored them, tightening a screw. Chloe smirked, picked up the project box, pretending to inspect it. "Looks like something a 5-year-old made," she said. And before Maya could react, she tossed it to the ground. The delicate circuit snapped. For the first time, Maya's calm cracked. She stood up and whispered, "That took me weeks to build." Chloe shrugged. "Then build faster next time." The following day, Chloe took things even further. When she saw Maya alone in the yard, she grabbed the hose meant for watering plants. Her friends circled around, laughing. "Let's see if your cheap clothes can handle a wash." Before Maya could move, cold water blasted her face. The group erupted in laughter as mud splattered her legs and books. Students nearby watched, but no one intervened. Some even recorded. For a moment, Maya stood frozen. Not from fear, but from finality. She was done. She turned slowly, water dripping from her eyelashes, and stared directly at Chloe. "You shouldn't have done that," she said softly. "You have no idea who I am." Then she walked away, leaving their laughter behind, unaware it would soon turn into regret. That night, Maya didn't sleep. She cleaned her project, dried her books, and opened her laptop. Her fingers flew across the keyboard, her eyes sharp and focused. She was building something, not a drone this time, but the truth. The next morning, Whispers filled the school halls. Every classroom screen suddenly lit up with a message. Stand up. Speak out. Stop the bullying. Attached was a video. The video from the yard. Chloe, the hose, the laughter, the humiliation. Every second captured. But what shocked everyone wasn't the footage. It was how perfectly edited it was, with captions, timestamps, and a message at the end. If you watched and said nothing, you were part of it too. The video went viral across the school within hours. Teachers, parents, and the principal were furious. Chloe claimed she'd been framed, but Maya had left no room for lies. She'd coded the school's own system to play the video on every screen at 8:00 sharp, using the same tech she'd built for her project. She hadn't done it for revenge, but to make them see who they had become. When she walked into class that day, silence followed her. Chloe and her friends sat stiffly, eyes down. No one laughed, no one whispered. The principal called an emergency assembly. On stage, Maya stood beside him, nervous but resolute. "I didn't do this to embarrass anyone," she said, her voice trembling but firm. "I did this because silence hurts more than words. Every day, someone goes home feeling worthless because others think it's funny to make them feel small. I know what that feels like. I've lost everything, and I still wake up hoping for kindness." She looked out at the crowd. "If you ever stood by and watched someone being bullied, you have the power to stop it. Use it." The gym was silent. Even Chloe's eyes glistened with tears. By the end of the week, Chloe approached Maya quietly. She looked pale, nervous, and broken in a way Maya hadn't seen before. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I didn't realize how much it hurts. I just followed what everyone else did." Maya looked at her, not with anger, but calm strength. "Then change that," she said. "Don't follow. Lead, but with kindness." Months later, Maya's robotics project was rebuilt, stronger, smarter, and faster. It was chosen to represent the school at the state fair. Chloe volunteered to help her present it. The two stood side by side, once enemies, now teammates. When Maya launched her drone,